Hey guys, this is Resident. And as promised, I wanted to do a reaction video for the demos project that I did. It was kind of like a last minute thing to decide to add the demos as a part of like the whole universe. Because I made, you know, 10 plus songs that didn't end up making it into the 20 song deluxe that I kind of just wanted to capture. So just putting it into a low stage project like demos, where they don't have to be hits, they don't have to be good. It's just some songs that have some just extra feelings that I was feeling at the time. It just sounded appealing to me, so why not? But that project is only like 35 minutes, so I wanted to give you guys something extra and react to my favorite songs from the deluxe while we're waiting for the deluxe to actually drop, which I'm sorry about. It's out of my control. I can't do anything about that. But wait for it to come out, and I will be reacting to it once it comes out. I can't tell you how many, long days I had just like toiling over exactly where to put each song in the track list to make it a very cohesive project that kind of told a story from beginning to end. And I think I did that well. So I can't wait to react to that and really watch the story unfold with you guys if you guys tune in. But right now I'm gonna react to the Demos project, Altitude, which is the new song I just dropped today. While we're waiting, and then I Wanna Be Sorry and Enough for Us, which apparently has been doing very well on YouTube. It's not exactly my favorite song, but it's out and you guys seem to enjoy it. So I thought I'd react to that too. But I thought I'd start by reacting to the singles. So start with Altitude and then go down the list until we hit the Demos project right at the end. So first song that we're gonna do is Altitude. And this song, I was taking a shower this morning and I was just singing different tunes in my head, and I got this like guitar riff stuck in my head and I just started singing. And I think the first what do you call it, the first like mantra or like line that kind of got stuck in my head was living in altitude. And I was like, well, what does that even mean? Like, obviously that, I mean, it's cool, like poetic line if you want to say it like living in altitude. And I just started singing like I want to know what it's like living in altitude. And I just started just writing lyrics in my head as I was singing to this tune, and it became this song. I guess everybody wants to be famous, and everybody wants to do something great and be known for something, but not everybody knows what it costs to be famous and to live that life, and the things you have to leave behind, the relationships that get severed, the toes that you step on trying to get to the top. People don't know about that. So I think the song is really just about someone that wants to be famous, but when they became famous, they realized that all of these things that come along with it that they didn't sign up for came, and now they're trying to deal with that. Um, so it's just very interesting. And it's one of my favorite songs that I've written, not because like it's some big poetic song, but I think just because it's very true to life, very applicable to anything. And if you want to follow your dreams and you want to do something that's like truly great, then you have to make sacrifices. You have to choose to do some things and not do other things to succeed in whatever you want to. And fame will do that. Fame will sever relationships, and some people get a big head, a big ego, and decide that this is all them. They could do it by themselves. And that's why I wrote that line. in the third verse at the end of the song that I'm trying to think. I have the lyrics in my phone. I wrote that line, make less of yourself. I said in that stanza, forsake everybody in your pursuit of hope. They'll always tear you down. Make less of yourself. It's really just like don't don't think you're so great. Don't think that you're so powerful doing these things, because a humble mindset is always going to save you the trouble of figuring out that you're actually not that great. And you can learn that in a hard way. So, anyway, this song's just about that. And I'm thankful to my collaborators on this album, all of these songs, you know, the engineers, producers, friends, musicians that have helped me build out these productions and make these songs and release these in a timely manner. And it's just been really great to be able to spend time with these people and learn from these people and grow with these people and share ideas, bounce off ideas with them, figure things out together throughout this era of music, from my first single I'm Done all the way to Altitude and the 20-song album that's coming out. But yeah, I mean, this era is over, and you move on to the next project. But I'm just thankful to everybody that helped me out. So enough bobbing around, and let's see if we can hear some music. This is Altitude. What? That's anticlimactic. Okay.
Living it altitude, past the stars, past all of you, I make it far. Don't need to ask to finally see. Living at altitude, gasping for breath. You never know, 'cause I'm never coming back. They'll tear you down. I'm on the set. Sometimes you need to find out for yourself. once on the ground, living with them, living at altitude. People look up to you. You're scary. The choices that you make, the people that you play, they come back to haunt you. Living at altitude. Felt the ground on my way up. Always have to choose where you're gonna go. Just take everybody in your pursuit of hope. They'll always tear you down. Less of yourself on the hill. They forget you're once on the ground, just like them. I wanna know what it's like living at altitude. I don't have to live like I need to.
Nope. That's my next one. Yeah. And a couple things to mention, like mixing and production wise. First of all, thank you to um couple people. Charlie Jones mainly because he was able bass and drums on this song. As you saw, and his drum performance was elite. I mean, he trained himself. I mean, his dad was like a professional drummer, but he drummed. He learned how to play drums from his dad, and then he taught himself how to play crazy stuff like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nirvana, um, a bunch of other stuff. So he's a full rock and roll drummer. So whenever I can get him in the drum booth to play, it's always a good day. Um, so yeah, he elite performance. I mean, all of those fills, those were all him, just spurring the moment, you know. And then him playing the bass in that last like big instrumental like bridge was also elite because he is also a fantastic bass player, great guitarist. But yeah, his bass stuff, like all those little fills he did and stuff, man, elite. Yeah. And all the other producers and engineers, I mean, we mixed this thing perfectly, and we were able to get this thing just right. So that's always fun to get a perfect mix. But yeah, that song is just a good, just introspective song about the effects of fame on a person's life. Um, like I said, that's one of my favorite songs. Just anybody can listen to that song and feel some sort of connection to it. Like it costs something to do something you love and to follow your dreams and to fulfill your goals. It always like steals a piece. Sorry, it always steals a piece of you in the end, and that's just the cross you have to bear. That's what you have to live with. It shouldn't be that way, but it is because that's what it takes to live and be a success. So let me show you a couple things on production really quick that I just thought was interesting from the project. I can get this thing on. Okay, there it is. All right. A couple things on production that I just wanted to mention. And the main thing that I want to mention was the Mellotron performance that I did. It is looped, but take off all the. And I think last night, so I was already working on this instrumental, and just like before I went to bed, I think as late as like at night, and I was just playing around with like my Mac keyboard, doing stuff, and I came up with some like Mellotron parts that I thought really fit. These are all the Mellotron. Yeah, so like so in those instrumentals when you hear that, that's these Mellotron flutes that I played uh last night. I was just experimenting with like synth keyboards and stuff, and I got that. And then after that, I had to find the right acoustic guitar strumming pattern and everything to fit with the song. And then for these, uh, what I mainly did was like my main vocal, and then some crazy like clip distortion to mix in there to make it dark and muddy, just like the acoustic guitar mix. And then I put just like a bunch of reverb on it, make it like atmosphere.
Wanna know what it's like living it out to from past the stars, past all of you. I make it far. Don't need to ask. Can finally see. Living at altitude, gasping for breath. You never know, so I'm never coming back.
Yeah, so no pitch correction or anything, and just dry, like it was already just a good source sound. So you got that. And other than that, you got the electric guitars. The drum performance is neat, and that's all she wrote. So next song, I Wanna Be. Uh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing more I can say about this song that I haven't already.
and another day. Wanna wear my hair on straight. Don't wanna fight the fight I can't win. Don't tell me to lose. Right back at you. Can't tie me down. Don't give me your crowns. I don't take glory from other men just like me. Wanna be known for my presence, not for my actions or my exit. Wanna know I didn't love enough to be known for nothing. Wanna be known for my presence, not for my entrance or my exit. Wanna know I didn't love to be known for nothing.
Yeah, so that's I Wanna Be. And this one is an interesting song. But it's really just about the legacy I want to leave behind and the kind of man I want to grow up to be. Uh, I don't want to take glory from other people. I don't want to receive a crown. I don't want to be known for flashiness. I want to be known for what I did. I think that's the best way I can put it. But yeah, so I mean, I've already said a lot about that song, so we can just move on to Sorry. I'm sure I've got a lot to say about this one. If you guys have seen the production breakdown, probably stuff you haven't already heard. But we can listen to the whole song. Just so you know, you should listen to the production breakdown. Please. I seriously spent an hour working on it. Anyway, this is the song Sorry, which seems to be doing pretty well. I don't know what streaming numbers are or anything, but I think you guys like it, so we'll listen to it.
Wish we could do it again. Hanging out with our old friends. I feel lost with you alone. No one prepares you for this place of hell. Moments passing, times are through. Doesn't mean I didn't love you. Sorry I didn't give you the world. I promise I thought of you. Never got to see the world. Like I promised you we would. When I get onto that plane, I hope that you'll still wait for me. Moments passing, times are through. doesn't mean I didn't love you. Sorry I didn't give you the world. I promise I'll love with you. Never got to see the world. Like I promised you we would. When I get onto that plane, I hope that you'll still wait for me.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good song, just about broken promises and mistakes. You know, I mean, in every relationship that goes wrong, there's always gonna be, you know, some broken promises. There's always gonna be some mistakes. But I think that having a song that's just so emotional about, you know, acknowledging those promises that are broken and saying you were sorry and saying that you wish things were different is just so huge. It makes me sad thinking about all the promises that I've broken. I wish I could have changed some of the things that I did. Maybe things would have been different. But I wanted to go over some production things if you guys haven't seen the video on breaking down the production. I think the two biggest things that really helped the production were these two right here. And starting off with the piano, this may not be something that you hear, but something that you can feel that adds this like high end sheen to the whole song. Um, but yeah, so I also think what's really cool is that it's pan like right in your ear, but the way the reverb hits, it hits into the other ear too. So it feels like it just fills so much space and atmosphere, which is really cool. And then the second thing would be the synth bass, which is the crunchy pop with some low end added. It's really cool because it kind of just adds this movement and this bounce, and at the same time, just a little bit of grit. And whenever I listen to it in the car, and you can feel that bass just come in like this, it just adds so much movement, and I love that. And it really added a lot. And then, of course, when you have the vocals coming in,
Wish we could do it again.
What's really cool is I recorded the first verse first, and then I recorded all of these one take, all of these one take. The only reason that they're cut up is so that I can like time align them better and stuff like that if they are cut up. And then you have this voice right here which plays. I think this is funny. Yeah, I like this one. This was gonna be good. Alright, take three. Yeah, I like this one. This was gonna be good. Alright, take three.
Never got to see the
Thing was funny is that I actually didn't like record that separately. Um, Let me like bring this down actually and see if I can actually get this. Yeah, you can see the full recording is the actual thing. So I did that right before I actually started singing this. And I just had an idea. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna say this into the mic and just see what happens. And I had this go, and I just put it on a separate track, and just added some like reverb and like clip distortion, and that's just how it came out. And then of course lower the volume, tad, 8, 12. So it's not overpowering anything, but yeah. So I recorded the second and third verse all done, and I actually went back and I didn't like the lyrics, and like I sounded a little out of tune on the vocals in the first verse, so I re-recorded them and rewrote it like in my head as I was singing it. So this was actually recorded after I did both the first verse and the second verse, but you wouldn't know it. So that's another like funny little thing. But let's listen to this one now. Which again, I didn't know you guys liked it, but it has like 4 or 5 likes on YouTube and 80 views, which is crazy. So I guess you guys like it. I don't know. But
I wanna know that you're safe. You wanna know that I'm well. Is that enough for us? I wanna know you're heartbroken, but I never want you to hurt. I want you to know the truth, but I never wanna leave you confused. I feel that I could cry, but I can't anymore.
I'm sorry to pause it. I just realized I named my mastering engineer. I said my mastering engineer's name wrong. It's Buckler, and I did Buckley. That's fun. Anyway, I'm sorry. Listen to the song.
I broke my hand on the steering wheel. So you don't look at me anymore. It's something that I'm afraid of. I learned to love another, someone half yourself. half another. I feel that I could cry, but I can't anymore. I broke my hand on the steering wheel, 'cause you don't look at me anymore. I wanna know that you're safe. You wanna know that I'm well. Is that enough for us?
Good. My mic was muted. You guys knew that. Everything I just said about Enough for Us, I do not want to say again. So we'll talk about that later for the actual album. All I'll say is this demo project is not a cohesive collection of songs. It is just not a cohesive project of songs, not a story. It's a collection of songs. And if they're bad, I know they're bad. That's why they're not on the main project. So you guys can't say I'm a terrible musician because I know they're bad. But anyway, we're gonna start with the first one. Don't Want to Be Myself. Let's power through, and then I have a surprise for you guys.
I don't know who you are today. Everything that you couldn't change is now the skeleton of who you are today. Mouth runs faster than your mind. You're tired of people talking to you like a landmine. ready to boast, ready to burst, and ready to die. Don't you want more from this life? Don't know who I am, don't know who I'm ready to become. I know I don't wanna be him, I don't wanna be myself. Getting real with myself becomes the cure. Now that you're heartbroken, there's nowhere to go but up. I don't wanna feel like this forever, like I'm inadequate to do anything but be honest about the things that I've been facing and the fears that hold my life, and all the devices and devices that hold my mind. I just wanna feel free. Was that meant for me?
Hi. That was interesting. Vocals weren't fantastic, but the production seemed pretty lush and full. Good energy. I feel like you could like that song, but it would be really hard. But this next one, Caught Between Heaven.
Wanna find your home, but it's missing. Wanna find your peace, but it never existed. It's something you're afraid of, isn't it? It's all you wanted, an escape from your skin. It wasn't ever there. People talk about pain like a foreign language. They talk about trouble like it never existed. They talk about sadness like they died. I wanna feel peace again, but I'm caught between heaven and hell. Oh, 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 oh. Caught between heaven and hell.
That song's okay, but the vocals are way too loud. And the vocal performance itself, pretty on tune, but lacking the right amount of emotion. It could have been a good song. I think the execution was lacking, and I just wasn't feeling inspired enough with the emotion to really finish that song. But the next song is Plastic.
after everything we've been through, gonna throw me out like dirt. I was afraid to open up to you, 'cause I thought you'd do something like this. This plastic is burning down. There's nothing else I can do but watch it go up in flames, as I always do. It's plastic, it's burning down. It's plastic, it's burning down. I'll give you faith to a dying man. You could have me instead. I'm tired of waiting for someone good enough. I made a list, but no one makes it up. Just want a little bit of something. Tired of being alone and flat on my face over and over again. It's plastic, it's burning down. It's plastic, it's burning down.
That's all I can take of that. There's a reason I didn't put these songs on the album. Because when I listen to them, I feel no excitement or happiness. I feel dread, and I just wait for them to end. I feel no emotion at all. They don't apply to the story I'm trying to tell. And they're not good. So I don't know what else to say. They're just not good. I'm gonna skip Spaces because that's just 5 minutes of the same instrumentation over and over and over again, and it never stops. So let's go to Things because I actually kind of like this one. I think it just never came together.
Who's to say it's wrong? Whether I get in a fight or whether I'm loved. I only fear that when I get punished, whether I'll get back up or just go the same way. wanna feel the same as I did when I was carefree, but I never really got anywhere with this kind of love that I find. Can I suffer this much in this life? I was strong, but now I wanna be weak, just for a second. I was wrong, but now I wanna be right for a second. If it means that second means more than the world. I wanna love you. I know that I shouldn't.
That was half
I
time.
feel the same, but a little bit different. I wanna feel carefree. To tell a joke, expect people to start laughing. It's just a dilemma between feeling the way you should and the way you actually do. Expecting those things to coincide with your worldview. Like feeling empty as a Christian. That's just something that I deal with. Do you deal with it too? This is ridiculous, bro. What have I been singing about? I have no idea. Every second I waste on you just turns to gold. I don't know how, but start dancing whenever I'm in this mood. It's something I live by. It's just a reminder to get up and move.
That one's a charming song. I like it. But honestly, all of the lyrics are just a bunch of nonsense and it has nothing to do with the themes of my album. That's why I didn't pick it to be a part of the track list. But it's a charming song, something you can dance to, you can vibe with, and all that. It's just not something that I would associate with my, serious music, body of work. But that's just me. That's why I release these songs. If you guys actually like them, then they don't have to be a part of my body of work. You guys can add them to your playlist and have fun with that. I'm just letting you guys know I don't want that a part of my serious music. This stuff is just stuff that you guys can add to your playlist if you want. But I don't want to associate my music with it. But that's it. I mean, it's not that like I hate these songs. It's just that they're not my serious stuff. But my next one is Home to Heaven. This one is a surprising one. You'll see why if you haven't listened. By the way, if you doubt that I actually did that, I have range. If I'm warmed up, I have range. My voice isn't warmed up. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I have range. I do have range. No. No. Apparently they don't know I'm making a video. They're not allowed in my room. Alright.
Far away, far from home. Another thing that I regret, I didn't get to stay. Safe, I'm safeguard. I'm always gonna feel this way for you. Hope you welcome me again. Let me go. I don't deserve what I get from you. But you call me back home to heaven. But you call me back home to heaven. But you call me back home to heaven. You're my safeguard, safe mark. When I drown, you're my lifeguard. Even when I'm a prodigal, you're still my father. I know I don't deserve your love, but I'm thankful when I get it though. I know I'll never let you go, 'cause you always call me home to heaven.
My guy Seth making things happen with the vocal production on this, with all the pitch correction, clips distortion. Help me with all that. I got some rapping on this one. I don't know, it's like pop, rap, hip hop. I don't even know. I really don't care. I just did not want that associated with the style of my album. But it's a good vibe. And that's all I can say about it. But good vibe. Alright, one more song, then I got a surprise, and then I'm out.
you.
Vocals are too loud.
I guess you have something better to do than wait for me to. But I can't judge 'cause I'm hung up on you. Hold the door open. I guess the door's heavy these days. Give me one more chance. I'm not one to beg on my knees. Nothing left to say. Going broke on every guy you meet. Hard thing to have to live through. Every little thing's a memory.
Again, not a bad song, just it's not something I wanted to put on my project. But I mean that's it for that. Now let me show you some cool stuff, sorry. So you guys can see that? Yes you can. Okay. Let me show you guys a demo. Do this to me.
Time's waiting on you to wake up. They won't do it for you anymore. You wanna know something, but never ask the question.
I'm sorry, I couldn't figure that out. Anyway, I'm gonna play this. This is called Time is Waiting. You guys probably saw the production breakdown if you guys saw the production breakdown for Sorry. But this song is inspired by For Emma, the song by Bon Iver, and then also by some by Great Divide and Porch Light by Noah Khan. But this is the song.
Time's waiting on you to wake up. They won't do it for you anymore. You wanna know something, but never ask the question. I'm tired of waiting for you here. Wake up. Wake up. Time's waiting for you to open your eyes. To see the morning and go outside. Promise you're cheap and you're just in your head. Trying to think, but the blood rushes on. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Time is waiting for you to get on the side. For you to finally realize you're lost without your brain. You don't use it anymore. When you grow up, you can't get yourself out of trouble. Wake up. Wake up. Yeah. reflection in the mirror won't change things for you. Time is waiting for you to wake up and turn on your side.
That's one of my favorite songs from the new album. Besides, I Want to Be Sorry and My Luck and all those. But yeah, I mean, that's a good song. And it's about just like waking up to yourself and realizing that you need to change and that the things that you're doing right now just aren't good enough, that you need to do better. You need to wake up, you know. And it's a good song, a good reminder. I think this whole album is about just like growing up and becoming who you want to be and maturing and trying to, I think, deal with just heartbreak and loss and realization and introspection that you're not who you want to be, but that's your decision. You know, you can always be better, you can always change. And that's what I'm trying to do every day. So, and all these songs kind of complete the picture. Like the first part of the album, the first 10 songs was about realizing you need to change and dealing with heartbreak and things happening. And then the second part is actually making a change, you know, moving on. Don't Want to Grow Up Here is about moving on from stagnation. This one is about waking up your brain and starting to think clearly and make good decisions. I Want to Be is about the legacy that I want to leave behind. Sorry is about apologizing for mistakes that I've made with, you know, past relationships and moving on there. You know, every song is about just reconciling to myself the things that have happened and just trying to move on and mature and change. So, but yeah, that's a sneak peek into that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If I rambled on too much, I'm sorry. And when I listen to music, I'm very quiet and I'm very stoic sometimes. So I'm sorry if I wasn't entertaining. But anyway, I hope you guys can come around to love these songs as much as I do and listen to the album and just enjoy this era of music for me because I've already made plans about what I'm going to do next. Music wise and moving forward, what's going to be my priority. And I guess giving you guys a sneak peek into my future plans. Um, um, oh, I guess to tell you guys that are actually interested in my music, um, Altitude will be my last single for a pretty long time. Um, to give you guys an insight into my life, I I've been neglecting a lot of things while making this album, like neglecting myself and what I need, and neglecting priorities and people that I love, and I've been dealing with a lot of things off of, you know, the recording and other stuff that I do on YouTube, just personally, and I think that's shown itself in the music that I'm making and the things that I write about. Um, And it's pretty clear that I think that this music, while it's good to have an outlet, it's also bad to neglect yourself for the sake of the art. So I'm going to be taking a pretty long break from everything, and kind of just focus on, jobs, music production, mixing for other artists and getting money there, growing my skills as a guitarist, drummer, bassist, which I am all those things, and growing my, my gear list and my abilities on this front, and getting new collaborators that can help me work on music. Like, I like my core of 6 or 7 guys to help me work on music, but just expanding my horizons a little bit, finding studios and stuff that can help me just grow my horizons. And I don't want to be a music artist for my career. If I didn't make that clear, I don't want to do that. I want to help other people make music for a career, but this is just an outlet for me right now. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking a break, and I'm gonna do the press tour. I'm gonna be doing reaction videos to all my music. I'm gonna be doing production breakdowns and stuff like that. And Altitude kind of came out of the blue, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, Altitude was probably the first time that I've been really inspired to make music for like 3 weeks. I think the album went dry after I made I Wanna Be, which was like a couple days after I released the original album. And I just haven't been inspired a lot recently. And I think that's just because my mental state is kind of burnt out right now from all the music stuff. My ears are tired, and I'm just not feeling it. Which happens, but I'm just concerned for myself and everything that I've been going through, that maybe I need to worry more about myself, which is good. It's good to do that, and I don't feel any shame in that. I do feel bad that, I got 13 subscribers, 13 new subscribers, so double my subscribership in the last month since my album came out. And I've released now 28 songs in the last couple days, which is huge. And then now I'm just gonna disappear from the music scene. Is it smart? Probably not. In the music industry, probably not. But I want to make art, and I don't want to make trash. So this is something that I feel I need to do. But I can tell you, going forward, I'm going to lean more into acoustic folk and alt rock, indie rock. I want to lean into more acoustic, live sounding songs in the future. And I'll be trying to find a studio that can fit my needs and bring my collaborators along, and write songs in more of a live space, and think about that. And maybe in the future I can also do some performances, maybe, or something, and just expand my horizons there. And definitely work on getting production and mixing clients, and get more money so that I can buy gear, and just learn more things. But right now I just need to take a break, and I'll be back whenever I know I'm ready. And when I'm ready, I do know I'm going to hit hard. I'm going to hit fast. I'm going to hit hard, I came out with a 20-song album for this release cycle. I mean, this Nothing to Say era started with I'm Done in December 10th, 2025. I released my EP, Nothing to Say, in mid-February. I released my album, Nothing to Say to Myself, late February. And then I've released Nothing to Say to Myself and to the World, 20-song deluxe, late March. And the album, the era's over. Just like that. And I'm proud of this era. It's taught me a lot about music and everything like that. And I feel good about the music that I made, and I love it. And I've added it to my playlist, and I can't stop listening to it, which is good. You have to love the art that you're making. But I guess now that this era is over, I'm looking towards the horizon for new ways to expand my sound, to expand my viewership, to expand my brand, and work on new things and do new things and experience life and work on myself. And I'll be back whenever I'm ready. And I don't feel bad about that, you know? But, yeah, so those are my plans right now, but let's not worry about that, because I'm going to be doing all of the reaction videos, the project breakdowns, and anything else that you guys ask me to do, I'll do it. I would like to do live performances, that'd be really fun, but obviously not going to do that right now, or probably ever, depending on how big I actually make it in this part of the industry, which I don't think I'm going to make it far. But you guys that support me, you guys that, write comments and like my releases whenever you listen to them, and you guys that respond to my posts, you guys are the reason I keep going, and I feel excited about what's coming next in the future. And all I can say is just tell your friends about me and tell them my music's good and get them to listen to it. I don't know what else to say. But I love you guys. You guys are the reason I keep going. And I'm going to let you guys go now. So, bye.